Cole Gordon's sales script is a masterclass in conversion, but if you copy it word for word without understanding the legal side, you might be selling your way straight into a lawsuit. I'm Karam. I'm a business mentor for entrepreneurs and a former 20-year courtroom lawyer. I've reviewed thousands of contracts and offers. I've advised entrepreneurs in over $1 billion worth of deals, and I've handled client disputes, including fraud, breach of contract, and IP issues. I know what language closes deals, and I know what language opens up legal traps that can destroy everything you've built. And sales scripts, they're one of the biggest areas of liabilities for freelancers. So here's what you're going to learn in this video. Number one, I'm going to explain to you everything that you say in sales scripts can become evidence to be used against you. Number two, I'll show you the 3 legal traps that show up in high converting sales scripts. And number 3, I'll give you my battle-tested blueprint to legally audit your sales scripts before it's too late. But first, let's be clear. This isn't about fear. It's all about control. Control over your business, your reputation, and your legal exposure. Everything written, recorded, or spoken by you during a sales process becomes evidence in a dispute, in an investigation, or a lawsuit. Your sales script isn't just a conversion tool. It's a legal document and needs to be treated as such. So if a client questions your claims, your script becomes Exhibit A. Your social media posts promoting the offer, that's Exhibit B. Your DMs with prospects, that's Exhibit C. Your recorded sales calls, that's Exhibit D. Every text message, every email follow-up, every piece of content that you create around your offer, that's evidence. You get it now? And here's a critical point that most entrepreneurs don't understand. In court, the law applies a legal standard known as the presumption against the drafter. Any ambiguous, unclear, or misleading language gets interpreted against you. The person who wrote the terms, the court's going to side with the consumer, literally almost every single time. You built the script, you chose the words, you own the burden to make it clear, honest, and backed by proof. So now you understand that sales scripts are evidence. Here's the 3 legal traps to avoid. Number 1, don't make earning promises without substantiation. Your script may include lines like, you'll easily make $10,000 a month once you implement my system. My students are doing it, and there's no reason you can't too. Sounds compelling, right? It creates confidence. But without hard data, substantiation, and the proper disclaimers, that's considered deceptive marketing under FTC guidelines, and it could be fraud. So here's the case you might not know about that you have to learn. In FTC versus the Sales Mentor, the company promised 6-figure incomes to people who bought their sales training programs. They use testimonials and income claims without proper substantiation or disclaimers. The result? The FTC ordered them to pay nearly $1 million in fines, and they banned the owners from making unsubstantiated income claim. But here's what made it worse. They had recorded sales calls that became the evidence used against them. And you have to record these calls if you want to be compliant with the FTC. So how do you fix these claims? You need disclaimer language such as, some of my clients have earned up to $10,000 per month implementing my system based on their consistent effort, market conditions, and business experience. Results will vary based on your implementation and market factors. Trap number 2 is using false urgency or high pressure tactics. Your script might say, if you don't decide today, this price is gone forever, and I can't guarantee your seat will be available tomorrow. Or, I only work with serious people who take action immediately. Now that's false urgency, especially if the deadline isn't real. The price comes back next week. Or you're saying the same thing to every single prospect. Here's a case you should really understand. It's about Blue Green Corporation, which was a major timeshare company. They faced massive litigation and multiple consumer class action suits for using today-only vacation ownership offers and misleading closure tactics. Their sales reps would tell prospects things like, this deal expires when you walk out that door, or I can only get you this discount today. The problem, that was all a lie. The same limited time offers were available every day to every prospect. Internal company emails revealed that sales managers instructed reps to create false urgency regardless of actual inventory or pricing deadlines, and you get those in litigation. Now the result was over $100 million in settlement, so don't create false urgency. Be creative and honest. That's your legal fix. For example, say something like this. Our next group enrollment closes tomorrow at 5 p.m. and we won't be opening enrollment again until next quarter. If this feels like the right fit, I encourage you to decide. but take the time you need to make the best choice for your business. Now, trap number 3 can lead to fraud, and that's overpromising the scope or outcome. Your script might say something like, you'll leave this call with a complete business launch system ready to deploy immediately, or everything you need to start generating revenue within 30 days guaranteed. If that doesn't happen exactly as described, that's false representation, regardless of your intentions, and it could also be fraud. So here's a case that illustrates this kind of fraud. In FTC versus Benefit Technologies, the company sold health insurance plans as comprehensive coverage through high-pressure sales calls. Sales reps told prospects they could get complete healthcare protection and everything you need for your family's health security. But what customers actually received were limited benefit plans with massive gaps in coverage, hidden fees, restrictions that weren't disclosed during these sales calls. When people got sick and discovered their insurance wasn't comprehensive, and they filed complaints with the FTC. Now, the FTC's investigation revealed recorded sales calls where reps promised full coverage while knowing the plans had major limitations. The result? The FTC ordered $100 million in consumer refunds, and they permanently banned the company from misrepresenting health insurance products. So again, never overpromise, always underpromise and deliver. That's what works in sales, and it works even better in law. So now you understand the 3 major legal traps when it comes to sales scripts. Here's a checklist I want you to go through to audit your sales script and make sure it's legally compliant. Number 1, avoid earning guarantees unless you have documented proof of typical results, not just your best case studies. Number 2, always add disclaimers like results may vary based on effort, market conditions, and individual circumstances. Number 3, use real urgency with clear timestamp proof. Number 4, promise exactly what you'll deliver in the program. Nothing implied, nothing assumed, and nothing left for interpretation. Number 5, record and store all sales scripts, call recordings, and disclaimers. Number 6, train everyone on your sales team on compliant language and document that training. Number 7, review your scripts quarterly with legal counsel. Number 8, create clear service agreements that define exactly what you're providing versus what results depend on client effort. Number 9, implement post-call documentation that confirms what was promised and what was agreed upon. This will save you, because when a dispute happens, everything becomes evidence. So Cole Gordon gave you the offensive playbook for closing deals and scaling revenue. I'm here to create your defensive strategy and give you my systems so you can keep what you built. With each sale, you become more and more vulnerable to the enemies and mistakes that success attracts, and that's what we need to avoid. And the way we do that is with power. As an entrepreneur, you need to master the top 10 laws of power when it comes to sales and when it comes to protecting your business. That's going to help you close deals and protect yourself, and that's the next video I'm recommending. Just click on the link below to the top 10 laws of power for entrepreneurs, and I'll see you there. I really hope that you enjoyed this video, but if you're sick of guessing whether your business is exposed to legal threats you can't see or didn't know was coming, those enemies, mistakes, and liability that cause entrepreneurs to lose, then I've got something very special for you. It's my free business risk report, the same kind of analysis I charge $7,500 for in person when I do my business defense legal mastermind. Click the link below, answer some strategic questions about your business, and get a personalized risk report. You've got nothing to lose. Find out what's hunting you and your business before it destroys everything you've built. I'm Karam, the battle-tested lawyer. Stay legally bulletproof, please.